Hi guys, today I want to teach you something that is absolutely effective to reduce anxiety, depression, negative feelings that has been around for ages, but only since 1 week there is research-based evidence that this technique is as effective as an antidepressant and anti-anxiety drug. It is as effective as the common medications that are quite effective for reducing anxiety and depression. So that's great, right? This is mindfulness. And medically seen, we call it Mindfullness Based Stress Reduction. MBSR. Now, you can find MBSR in many hospitals already. It was not originally used in hospitals or advised in hospitals or practiced in hospitals until quite recently, like a couple of years, as a complementary treatment, because the efficacy of mindfulness, that was something that was researched, studied, and evidenced already to be quite effective. But it was never researched against a common drug to treat anxiety and depression. So that is really new. So this is opening a whole new world, because there are a lot of people that are getting medication for anxiety and depression. Like about 40% of women at some point in their life will experience anxiety or depression. And a lot of those women get medication. Now, it's a smaller percentage for men, like a little bit more than 25%. Or people don't go for medication or do not have a solution at all. And then this mindfulness can be a great solution. It is a solution without any side effects, while the common medication that is effective to treat anxiety and depression has quite some side effects, like fatigue, like insomnia, on top of what is already there because of the anxiety and depression. So mindfulness does not have any side effects. We may see some extra effects or side effects, but these are bonuses, these are extras. The more you practice mindfulness, the more benefits are showing up for you also on the longer term. Even when you stop it, for some period, you can still have the after effect of being a meditator or mindfulnesser for a longer period of time. Mindfulness also brings really clarity of mind. It brings being closer to who we are, brings insight on what we really want, brings perspective in our life. There's so many benefits of mindfulness, also physical benefits like lowering blood sugar, lowering blood pressure, lowering heart rate. There are so many benefits, extra side effects, besides reducing anxiety and depression. If that is not enough, there's even more to it, because anxiety and depression can be a consequence of chronic disease, but is often also one of the sources of chronic disease, because anxiety and depression, they induce this low-grade inflammation. And when we have that for a longer time, if it's persistent, then damage occurs to our cells, to our energy plants, to our DNA, and dysfunction occurs. And after a long, long time of damage, we get very distinct symptoms, and, well, medical care ultimately, hopefully, can set a diagnosis of a certain type of chronic disease, although the disease or the symptoms, the development of this chronic disease has been with us for quite some time. That is what anxiety and depression can do when it is persistent, when we do not solve it. So it's really important that we solve it. Additionally, it creates a loop. For those of you who watch me for a longer period of time, you know that I'm always focusing on this loop, which is actually a downward spiral, and that we have to break. We have to break through this loop of chronic disease, because there is a source like negative feelings, negative thoughts that are persistent for a longer time. They induce low-grade inflammation, inducing this chronic disease. And this chronic disease, in turn, brings distress, brings negative feelings, brings insomnia, brings fatigue, brings anxiety and depression. And we have created a loop. We can create that loop with our food as well, mind you. But now we are focusing on anxiety and depression. So there are so many reasons why it is important that you take action yourself. And you can take a lot of action with inner work. I will connect a couple of those videos for you, how you can do inner work to reduce anxiety and depression. But now, this is as effective as the drug, the medication for anxiety and depression, without the side effects, proven by research. Now, mindfulness, I think it's a strange word, because what is mindfulness? Mindful actually is mind empty. So the better word would be mind emptiness. But of course, what is behind is that you mind the present. You are really mindful of the present. When you are mindful of the present, no other thoughts or feelings can be present, because we are in the now. That seems simple. Actually, it's quite hard, because when we try to be mindful in this present moment without any thought or anything specific, then very quickly thoughts about rumination, about the past, or worry about the future come to surface. And that is exactly what we want to avoid. Actually, it is unavoidable. Everyone has that. Even very profound meditators have that. At some times it's stronger, other times it's easier, but I don't believe that there is anyone who meditated for, let's say, 5 years on a very regular basis does not get thoughts anymore, disturbing thoughts anymore, at any given meditation session. It happens, so no worries, because I hear so many people that come to me and say, I cannot meditate. I cannot do it everybody can meditate. That's the beauty of it. Everybody can meditate and everybody can experience the joy of meditation, but it takes practice. It takes practice to feel the inner calm, to feel the bodily calm, to feel the peace, to feel complete, whole, to experience clarity, to experience hope, to experience joy, to experience evenness in our minds, evenness in our body. Just being is enough. That is a great experience. And maybe in the first sessions, we only get a glimpse of it. Or maybe in the first session, there's no glimpse of it. But when we practice it, it will evolve. And that is exactly what happened in this research study. The participants got 2.5 hours of instruction every week for a period of 8 weeks. And then they got homework to have 45-minute sessions every day. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. So I would suggest to start with 10 or 15 minutes because that is doable in our day for everyone. 10 to 15 minutes. 45 minutes, maybe a little bit of a stretch if you have quite a busy life. If you experience, when you experience the benefits that it brings you, the benefits in the moment, just feeling the calm of your body, the calm of your mind, maybe the peace, or maybe afterwards, new insights, or maybe afterwards, reduced anxiety, reduced depression, maybe even after some time, after a couple of weeks, reduced symptoms from chronic disease. That is not unusual. Then you are absolutely ready to make this period of 10 to 15 minutes longer because you feel it, you have proven to yourself that it is beneficial and you like it. You want to do it. You look forward to it. And I get it that when you haven't really meditated before, or you had a couple of lousy experiences, that it may seem boring. Just sitting still doing nothing may seem like a waste of your time, and time is really valuable. But I promise you, when you get the hang of it, you're doing it every day. When you experience results, reduced anxiety, reduced depression, and those things that deteriorate because of depression and anxiety, like interest in your hobbies or interest in your relationship, the quality of your relationships, the quality of your work, the quality of your sleep. When you see those improvements, you want to move on. You want to prolong this time of meditation. And then, well, 30 minutes or 45 minutes, my experience is to get results that 30 minutes is absolutely fine. But in this study, it was 45 minutes. In this study, the people who meditated for 45 minutes every day after 3 months, they had a reduction of 30% on their own self-assessed rating of anxiety and depression levels. 30% is a lot. That's not a lot of extra lifetime, extra quality lifetime, 30%. but also 30% less inflammation. So it is a lot. Mindfulness actually is not that we completely empty our mind. We calm the mind. We calm the body. That is exactly what we do. We calm it first with our breath. Our breath is a lifeline. Our breath is directly connected as a life force to our nervous system. And the nervous system is a big instructor for our brain, telling our brain what to do, telling what kind of neurotransmitters to produce, what kind of hormones to produce. So with our breath only, we can steer this nervous system in such a way that we get happy hormones. And that is what we need, right, when we have anxiety and depression. Create our happy hormones just by our breath. The second element of mindfulness often is to get all tensions out of our body. When we are mindful, when we bring our attention to our body, and especially to be very specific with body parts like our toes or our ankles, our belly, our shoulders, our neck. When we give specific attention, we feel tension. And when we feel this tension, in most of the times, we can let go of it in the moment. In the moment, just by our thoughts and maybe a little bit of loving care and kindness to ourselves or to that specific spot. Just by that attention, we can let it go. And so we can get rid of most of the tension in our body. And that again is a signal to the nervous system that all is well. And on that spot, in that moment, we reduce higher levels of blood pressure, higher levels of blood glucose levels. Our heart rate slows down because our breath also slows down. The tension is a signal, this tension is a signal of threat. Letting go of the tension is letting go of that signal of threat. So we reduce low-grade inflammation measurably. We can measure before and after. And low-grade inflammation reduces. So that is the second element, letting go of tension in our body. So we calm our breath, we calm our body, and then we calm our mind. Maybe by a focused thought. We can call that a mantra or a specific word that may be meaningful to us, but it may also mean nothing to us, but just focus on that word. I prefer to have a meaningful word because I have a very analytical mind. So I think that I get the best out of it when I have a good intention, like let go, or no thought, or release, something like that, because it means something to me and it may mean something to you. So you can use that as a carrier to direct your thoughts to that word. So other words, rumination or worry, they do not get a chance because you focus on that word and that it's occupying the space in your mind. So nothing else can enter. Now, of course, it will, because there's space in between, right? And the space in between, we can easily get distracted because something happened in the day, or something is going on in our mind already for years or forever, and it presents itself at that moment. And then we just become aware of it. Say, hey, there it is again. Good to know. Good to know that actually I now become aware of these negative thoughts that probably have something to do with my anxiety or depression. So maybe I can do something about those thoughts. Maybe later. But for now, thank you very much for the signal. But I move on with that specific word, that mantra that I'm focusing on. So then you bring your focus back to that word. Or if you don't want to use a word, you bring your attention back to your breath to make sure that your breath stays calm. Or you're going to play with your breath, because your breath is your lifeline. So we can do a lot with our breath to give specific signals to our body, signals of health, signals of calm. So that is the third element. Making space in our mind, calm the mind. And well, then actually that is everything. We can do a lot of great things when we are in meditation or in a mindfulness session to enhance the experience, or do some neuromodulation to when we repeatedly have visualizations in our mindfulness practice. Those visualizations are kind of real to our brain. So the brain makes new neurons to recall this visualization time and again. And then at some point, something about that may be symbolic or for real, it becomes reality. Like focusing on joy or visualizing joy, visualizing laughter, visualizing connection, visualizing great relationships, visualizing our passions, our dreams, our desires, our North Stars, whatever. So we can enhance it and make it just fun as well. But actually, that is what we want to do to reduce anxiety and depression. And it's more like a couple of minutes breath work, a couple of minutes taking out the tension in our body, and then let's say 5 to 10 minutes in this state of calming the mind and maybe using a mantra to focus upon. And if that's 15 or 30 minutes, that would be absolutely great. And it would be absolutely a wonderful start to begin. And actually, after those 15 or 30 minutes, for sure, you will feel better in that moment. So, well, let's give it a try, right? So I will put a timestamp below in the description box. So if you want to do this mindfulness practice more often as a guided practice, then I'm offering that. So then we start, let's say, in a minute, and you can start from there. So you don't have to listen to this whole story about the why and the effectiveness and the benefits and what have you and the research, because you know that right now. And then now it is time to reduce anxiety, to reduce depression, to reverse disease, and just to feel better in the moment and feel better for the coming days, weeks, months when you practice this every day. So, see you on the other side. So, are you ready to calm the mind and calm the body? Well, then let's start. You can have your eyes open, but it may also be quiet to yourself to close your eyes because you're not distracted with everything around you. So if it's nice for yourself to close your eyes, this is the time to do so. And then focus on your breath. Deep inhale and breathe out. Just now, notice your breath. Notice the timing of your breath. Do you have a fast breath or slow breath? Is it going fast? Or is it calm already? How's your breath? Can you feel the temperature with your inhale through your nose? Is it cool? Warm? When you breathe out through your mouth, is it warmer? What's the temperature? And how deep is your breath? Or how flat? And when you focus on your breath, becoming mindful of your breath, just wiggle around a little bit, just to get the first tension out of your shoulders and your neck. You can sit upright, which is quite important for a mindfulness practice or a meditation, because our nervous system comes together in our spine, right? So we want to have our spine straight, and we want to have our spine straight because then also our breath can really follow through to our belly and up. The signals in our nervous system can really go through. There's no blockage when we have a straight spine. So sit upright and then focus on your breath again. Maybe you notice it's a little bit calmer already. And make your breath a little bit deeper. Bring your breath a little bit more to your belly. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And again, calm the breath. And out. Just do this a couple of times. Because a couple of times is really enough to set the tone for your breath. We're going to play a little bit with it, so but really exaggerated inhale. Expand your belly, and then exhale, your shoulders down, pull your shoulders focus up when you inhale. Exaggeration. And out. Put your shoulders down. And hear this ah sound when you exhale. And out, let it go. The energy out. Maybe you have a little bit of accumulated stress. You can let it out with your exhale. So inhale. Expand your belly. And let everything go. And now, hold your breath when you inhale for just a couple of seconds. So inhale to your belly. Inhale, 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 more, and then hold. Saturation in your exhale. Again, inhale. Deep inhale, a little bit more, and hold. And really let it out. Just one more time. Inhale, give it all you got. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Hold. And out. Go. And then watch your own breath, just your natural breath. What kind of cadence does it get right now? Is it slower? A little bit deeper? Don't push it, don't force it. Just your own breath right now. Everything is okay. Everything is well. Just watch your breath and feel the calm come over you. And just let it be. Let it be. So now bring your focus to your toes. Wiggle them a little bit. Again, if you want to close your eyes, it's totally okay, because it may bring you calm. It closes out any distraction that is going on. Maybe I'm the distraction right now. So wiggle your toes and really feel your toes. The soles of your feet, arches of your feet, your ankles. Feel if there's any tension. Is there? Is there any tension in your feet? If so, bring loving attention to that part with the intention of releasing the tension. Relax. Just relax. Tell your feet to relax. Or specific part of your feet, relax. Your ankles maybe. And bring your attention to your legs. Slightly move up from your ankles to your knees. Feel if there's any tension. If so, tell it to relax. You have the intention to relax. attention to your knees, the upper part of your legs, and then relax your full legs. You're growing to your toes. Relax. Bring up a feeling of appreciation for your legs. They walk you around everywhere. If you have that mobility. If you have that mobility. That's a consideration, right? If you have that mobility with your legs, isn't that something to be absolutely grateful for? To have appreciation for your legs, your feet. So give them a break. Let them relax. It's a good timing. And bring your attention to your belly. Maybe you want to help that focused attention by bringing your hands to your belly. Maybe feeling your breath. Maybe you have a couple of digestive problems. If so, give this loving attention to your belly. Give it a break, relax. And again, appreciation, even if you have digestive problems. There are so many cells in your body. And maybe a couple of them are off. But there are a lot doing very, very well. That's something to be grateful for. Appreciation. So, if you can, use your belly muscles a little bit, like a massage, to really put action to that attention. And then relax. Take a deep breath into your belly. And with your exhale, you relax it even more and more. Attention to your stomach, your chest, your heart area. Maybe you want to use your hands to guide that attention. It really helps. Take a deep breath to your chest, to your heart. And with your exhale, radiate out love, compassion, love for yourself, love for other people. Relax your chest, your heart area. Every exhale, you relax your body a bit more, and a bit more, and a bit more. And bring your attention to your lower back. It's a famous area for tension. So maybe you want to move it a little bit, massage it a little bit. Bring your breath to your lower back and relax your lower back. experience a bit of the pain in your lower back, bring that loving kindness, attention, appreciation. Relax to that part of your back. Deep breath in and relax your lower back. Your attention to your spine. Move up with your attention up to your spine, from your lower back to your neck. Move up. Feel your back. Feel your shoulder blades. It's also quite a famous area for tension. So move your shoulders a bit. Take a breath into your shoulder blades. And let go. Release the tension. Release it all. Feel your shoulders are lower. Maybe move them a little bit to the back, to a spot with less tension. Can you feel that? Take one more breath through your shoulder blades. And release all the tension. And bring your attention to your neck. Move it a bit, left to right. Yeah, your neck. Often a spot for stiffness, tension. So take a deep breath to that area of your neck where you feel that. And you can use that relaxation. Release the tension, release it, and feel this relaxation from your neck down to your arms. Take a deep breath and push that relaxation from your neck to your fingertips. Feel that release in your upper arms, your elbows, your underarms, your wrists. Maybe you want to stretch your fingers a bit. Make fists. Take a deep breath in and release it through your fingertips. Open your hands. Palms up. Bring your hands on your thighs. And just relax your hands. Fully relax. Fully relax your arms. Fully relax your hands. Totally relax your hands. Feel a little bit of tingling in your fingertips. You feel a little bit of tingling in your palms. Focus on that. Focus on your palms, inner palms. And breathe. So inhale to your belly. Send your exhale to your fingertips. And again, focus on your palms. Every exhale, you relax your hands more and more. Feel that all the tension is gone in your hands. Feel the slight tingling, maybe feel movement just above your hands, maybe. It's your energy. It is calming, right? If you feel it, it's calming. Have no worries if you do not feel that, right? Just relax. Everything is well. Everything is good. Just do a little check upon your back. Your back is still straight. And then give yourself a little bit more of that relaxation. Inhale. A bit more release. Then bring your attention back to your neck again. Feel if there's any tension left in your neck. If so, give it loving kindness. Give it a deep breath. And release the tension. Attention to the back of your head. Release. And into your face. Make a couple of funny faces. Nobody can see you. You can see me. Just tense your face muscles. Tense, 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 and release. And focus on the crown of your head, really the top of your head. Focus on that point. Probably you do not feel tension there, but it's an important spot. An important spot to release, an important spot to relax, an important spot to find inner calm, an important spot to find clarity. So just focus on the crown of your head, top of your head. You can breathe towards the crown of your head, just in your imagination. Just get creative. Just in your own mind. You can take a deep inhale towards the crown of your head, towards the top of your head. Maybe it's even moving up to the ceiling. And it goes down through the crown of your head. Exhale. Try that. Try that with your imagination to inhale through the crown of your head as if your breath travels through the crown just up to the ceiling and back. So you can exhale. Let's try it. A couple of those. So in, up, towards the ceiling, and down, through your crown, out of your mouth. So now, do one more scan in your body. If you feel any tension anywhere, bring your attention to it, bring your breath to it, and an intention to release the tension. and sit for just a second in appreciation for everything that is going so well in your body, even though you may have chronic diseases, even though you may have anxiety, depression, so many negative thoughts, trauma, multiple chronic diseases, severe stages. Even then, we have more than 50 trillion cells in our body. Even then, the vast majority of our cells are doing well. Let's focus on those. Be grateful, appreciative. All the hard work they are doing every second. So now let's see if we can empty our minds. If you haven't done already, because now your focus was on your breath and on your body. So maybe there was no space for past or future worry. Maybe you already uplifted yourself a bit. Let's double that. Let's double that. Just focus on one word. Nothing. Like nothing on your mind. Nothing. Nothing to worry about. Nothing brings a lot of space. No thing. So take a couple of minutes in silence, and I will help you with the mantra, with the nothing and nothing more. You take care of your breath, you take care of your posture, and do nothing. Everything goes well, everything goes automatic. Here we go. Nothing. 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 No thing. No thing. Nothing. Nothing. No thing. Nothing. Nothing. No thing. Now let's pause for a second. Because maybe, even though you focus on nothing, there were incoming thoughts, incoming signals, incoming distractions. That's okay. It's totally okay. When we become aware of these incoming signals, good or bad, doesn't matter. we just become aware of it. That's it. And we focus on the nothing. We focus on our breath. So let's go one more time. Nothing. No thing. Nothing. Nothing. No thing. No thing. Nothing. 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 No thing. Nothing. Nothing. So, I hope that worked a little bit for you. You could use other words that are meaningful to you. Nothing is like there's no thing to think about. There's no worry. There is space because there's no thing. There's space for myself. There's space for my peace. There's space for my calm. There's space for me. But maybe something else works better for you, like relax or release or a mantra that has no meaning, just a word. Or maybe a silence. Silence works. So what I want you to do now is to become aware of your breath. Is it calm? Is it deeper? Become aware of your body. Is it calmer? How does your body feel? Can you experience your mind? Can you observe it as observing your thoughts? Like a bystander, just focusing on nothing. How are your thoughts? A lot about mindfulness is about awareness. Mostly awareness of yourself. Mindful of yourself. Mindful of your thoughts, of your tensions. To find calm, to find inner peace. Only if it's only for a couple of seconds, just a glimpse. Even a glimpse works. So, let's close this. Start by wiggling your toes as if you wake them up from the session. Your ankles, your legs. So move your fingers, your hands, your body. If you're ready, open your eyes. If you haven't done so already, take a deep breath in and out. Now when you take a deep inhale, use your arms as well. Opening up. And that's it. And if you do this every day, it will absolutely help your mind and your body a great deal. So I hope you have a good rest right now. Maybe you go to sleep, or maybe you go to work. Whatever it is, all the best.